Well, Bruce Willis dropped in the other day.
And now Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis.
Oh, no. You are so cool. You are really cool.
Hi, everyone. The name Bruce Willis once stood for unstoppable action and unforgettable charm. He was the man who could laugh in the face of danger, the everyman who became a hero, the voice that thundered through our favorite films. But today, that voice has been reduced to fragments. The man who gave us Die Hard, Armageddon, and The Sixth Sense is now locked in the cruelest battle of his life. Fading words, fading memories, and a silence his family never imagined. His final words, scattered and broken, have left millions heartbroken. This is not just Hollywood news, it's a devastating human story. Stay with me, because what you're about to hear is the most heartbreaking chapter yet for Bruce Willis. Bruce Willis was born on March 19, 1955, in Idar Oberstein, West Germany. His father, an American soldier, and his German mother gave him a life caught between two worlds. At just 2 years old, the family left the shadow of post-war Europe behind and moved to New Jersey. Life there was far from glamorous. His dad worked with metal, his mom took small bank jobs, and money was always tight. Worse, Bruce struggled with a debilitating stutter. Words got stuck in his throat, forcing him into silence while classmates mocked him with the cruel nickname Buck Buck. By age 10, school felt like a battlefield. He fought back with his fists, but inside his confidence was broken. Then something incredible happened. At 15, Bruce joined the drama club. The moment he stepped on stage, the stutter disappeared. For the first time, words flowed freely. Acting gave him back his voice and changed the course of his life. By the mid-1970s, Bruce was studying theater at Montclair State University, but impatience pushed him to drop out and head straight to New York City. With little money, he survived by bartending, cracking jokes, skating to work, and even playing the harmonica for tips. Rejections piled up, over 100 in a single year, but he didn't quit. His raw energy caught attention in off-Broadway shows, commercials, and even a cameo with Frank Sinatra. A broken nose from a bar fight left him with a permanent scar, but that edge became part of his appeal. By 1985, Bruce landed the role of a lifetime in a quirky TV show called Moonlighting. Producers rejected him 11 times, but on his final audition he showed up shaved-headed, earring-clad, and bursting with attitude. He won the role and overnight became a star. Moonlighting was chaotic behind the scenes. His clashes with co-star Sybil Shepherd, marathon filming schedules, and sheer exhaustion pushed him to collapse by 1988, but audiences loved his unpredictable charm. At the height of the chaos, he even shocked fans with a music album, The Return of Bruno, which went gold despite critics' mockery. Then came the script that no one expected him to lead, Die Hard. It was a role Hollywood's biggest names had already dismissed. Arnold Schwarzenegger passed, Sylvester Stallone passed. Even Frank Sinatra, who had been asked first because of a contractual tie to an older story, turned it down. Against all odds, the producers chose Bruce Willis, a TV actor best known for his wisecracking role in Moonlighting. The decision shocked everyone, not least because the studio was willing to pay him an unheard-of $5 million, a figure normally reserved for giants like Dustin Hoffman or Robert Redford. Skeptics thought the studio had lost its mind. But when Die Hard hit theaters in 1988, all doubts evaporated. What set Bruce apart wasn't that he played another muscle-bound action figure. His character, John McClane, was different. He was vulnerable, sarcastic, flawed. He looked like an ordinary man trapped in an extraordinary nightmare. That difference changed everything. Audiences connected instantly, and the film raked in more than $140 million worldwide, transforming Bruce Willis into a full-blown action star. But the triumph came with a price. During one of the explosive stunts, a detonation went off too close, leaving him with permanent hearing loss in his left ear, an injury he carried for the rest of his life. Still, the risk was worth it. The world had found its new action hero. From there, success snowballed. Bruce's voice, dripping with sarcasm and charm, brought life to a talking baby in Look Who's Talking, a project that earned him $10 million for just a few days of work. He showed his versatility in quieter emotional dramas like In Country before returning to blockbuster action in Die Hard 2 in 1990, this time with an even bigger payday. By now, Bruce Willis was no longer just a TV star who got lucky. He was a bankable name, carrying franchises on his shoulders. But Hollywood stardom came with shadows. Some sequels underperformed. Lawsuits over profits went nowhere, and the tabloids circled endlessly, obsessed with his whirlwind Las Vegas marriage to Demi Moore in 1987. The couple quickly became one of Hollywood's most glamorous pairs, raising 3 daughters, Rumor, Scout, and Tallulah, under the glare of public fascination. Yet behind the smiles, the pressures of fame, infidelity rumors, and separate careers strained their bond. By 2000, after 11 years, the marriage collapsed in a bitter $90 million divorce, one of the most expensive in Hollywood history. Still, Bruce refused to be defined by personal setbacks. In 1994, he reminded audiences of his grit as Butch the Boxer in Quentin Tarantino's Pulp Fiction, a role that earned him newfound respect. He followed with acclaimed performances in 12 Monkeys and the cult sci-fi epic The Fifth Element. Then, in 1998, he fronted the disaster spectacle Armageddon, grossing over $550 million, even as tensions flared with director Michael Bay. Just a year later, he shifted gears once more in The Sixth Sense, delivering a haunting, restrained performance that helped the film earn $673 million and cemented him as more than just an action star. He was a true Hollywood legend. The 2000s brought both triumph and turbulence, hits like Unbreakable, family favorites like Over the Hedge, and action comebacks like Live Free or Die Hard. But there were also flops like Heart's War and tensions with stars like Sylvester Stallone, who once publicly called Bruce lazy and greedy during Expendables 3 negotiations. By the mid-2010s, fans noticed something was wrong. Bruce appeared in countless low-budget, straight-to-video thrillers. His screen time shrank. Lines were shorter. His performances felt distant, flat. Rumors of exhaustion swirled, but the truth was far darker. In March 2022, his family revealed the devastating diagnosis: aphasia, a condition that robs speech and comprehension. Just a year later, doctors confirmed it had progressed to frontotemporal dementia, a rare, incurable disease that erodes language, empathy, and personality itself. Emma Hemming, his wife since 2009, and mother of his 2 youngest daughters, Mabel and Evelyn, revealed the heartbreaking truth. Bruce could no longer speak consistently. Sometimes he lost the meaning of words altogether. Other times he seemed faintly aware of his fading grasp. In August 2025, Emma made the hardest decision of her life. Bruce was moved into a specialized care home designed for dementia patients. The 1-story building, free of stairs and sharp corners, cost the family over $200,000 a year, but safety mattered more than money. Inside, recordings leaked of Bruce struggling to form sentences, his once booming voice collapsing into silence. Fans who grew up hearing him shout yippee-ki-yay now listened to broken syllables. To outsiders, the words made little sense. To his family, they were sacred fragments of the man they loved. Emma described fleeting moments when his old self shined through, his hearty laugh, a mischievous smirk, a twinkle in his eye. Moments that vanished as quickly as they appeared. Demi Moore, once his wife and now part of a blended family united in caregiving, publicly praised Emma for her strength. Together, their 5 daughters built a wall of love around him. For fans, Bruce's decline feels like losing a superhero in real time. The actor who once crawled barefoot across broken glass now needed flat floors to avoid a fall. The man who saved the planet in Armageddon now struggled to remember words as simple as love. Yet Emma insists the home is not defined by sadness. It is filled with laughter, warmth, and care. His daughters still feel his presence. They have found new ways to communicate, with gestures, touches, and the kind of laughter that needs no translation. Medical experts warn that frontotemporal dementia is relentless, with an average survival of just 8 to 10 years from first symptoms. For Bruce, now 70, time is a shadow always present. His final words may never be cinematic one-liners, but everyday fragments. A chuckle, a muttered okay, or even just a smile. Hollywood, meanwhile, has rallied. Directors like M. Night Shyamalan praised his ability to express volumes with silence. Fellow stars shared tributes, recalling not just the action hero, but the humble bartender who once refilled candy bowls as an NBC page. Fans created montages, blending his legendary film lines with recordings from his care home. Because in the end, Bruce Willis's legacy isn't erased by dementia. His voice lives forever in Die Hard, in The Sixth Sense, in Armageddon, His characters will always shout, whisper, joke, and cry for him. Bruce Willis's journey reminds us that heroes aren't only found on the big screen, they're found in the strength to keep fighting, even when life takes away the very things that once defined you. His story is one of resilience, love, and legacy, and though words may fade, his impact never will. If this story touched you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Together, let's keep the memory and spirit of Bruce Willis alive for generations to come. Thanks for watching.